So, Mom, how stressed are you in general?
Right now I'm pretty stressed, but not as much as I've been in the past. I'm starting a new company, and that's a pretty stressful endeavor.
Would you say stress is something you struggle with?
Definitely, it's something I've struggled with my whole life.
How so?
Um, I've had a lot of opportunities to experience stress in my life. A lot of, just life happens sometimes, and it presents difficult situations. So I've had to kind of navigate that um, throughout my life.
hmm What kind of stressors do you experience?
Well, I have some health issues, so that creates a lot of stress for me. It makes me have to be much more aware of my self-care and my and how I'm operating on a daily basis, and what I'm doing to ensure that I'm not stressing myself out, because it affects me physically. But I think that's probably my biggest stressor. Following the new business is also can be pretty stressful, because it's out of my comfort zone, but very exciting.
hmm What was the most stressed you've ever been?
Really, the most stressed I've ever been was when I experienced cancer in 2016. I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, and they weren't exactly certain if they had gotten all of it. So I ended up having to go through a really pretty brutal treatment. I ended up having 9 surgeries and 5 months of chemo and 30 cycles of radiation. So physically that was incredibly challenging, but mentally it was kind of like a gauntlet of mental health challenges to keep my mind in the right frame.
How have you dealt with stress?
I was really fortunate to be in a cancer center that had some fantastic services, which is pretty unusual for cancer centers in general. But they had some amazing programs that I was able to tap into. The first of which was they had unlimited free counseling, which was incredible. So I was able to talk through things. So talk therapy is really great. But the most important one that had an incredible effect on me was a mindfulness-based stress reduction class. And that is a meditation class that's based on, kind of Buddhist principles, but it's kind of a westernized version of how to meditate. That's kind of a foolproof course. You can't really, they present great opportunity to figure out what works for you. But that class really helped me get grounded and slow down and kind of discover how to do self-care. And they also helped me tap into a few different modalities of yoga, which ended up being fantastic for my physical recovery. But those were kind of my key foundations, and I ended up kind of exploring more modalities, such as forest therapy, which is based on Shunryoku, which is the art of Japanese forest bathing, which where you kind of bathe yourself in nature. It has amazing healing qualities.
Okay.
I do. Maya, kennel.
Have you ever been sick or unwell due to stress?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I think that's one of the biggest telltale signs I'm not taking very good care of myself, is it kind of expresses itself in me physically. And ever since I had cancer, it definitely is the case. I have some long-term side effects of liver damage. And so if I lighten up on my exercise or my eating healthily or not sleeping well, it really can take a toll.